Imagine being locked inside a metal tube, barely big enough to move, with just enough fuel to reach your target, and no way back. That was the reality for Japan's human torpedo pilots in World War II, the infamous Kaiten. Yep, it was basically a suicide mission disguised as honor. By 1944, Japan was losing badly. The Allies were pushing closer to the mainland, and Japan needed a weapon of desperation. So, they modified the Type 93 long-lance torpedo, a beast already feared by Allied ships, added a cockpit, controls, and, oh yeah, a human pilot. Congratulations, you've just invented a manned suicide torpedo. The idea? Sailors would steer the torpedo straight into enemy ships for maximum damage. They called it Kaiten, meaning return to heaven. Sounds poetic, but there was no return. Just an explosion big enough to send both ship and pilot to the afterlife. Here's how it went down. Kaiten were launched from submarines. Once in the water, the pilot inside lined up the target, hit the accelerator, and that was it. The warhead carried over 1,500 kilograms of explosives, enough to turn a destroyer into confetti. Training? Minimal. Because honestly, why practice landing when you won't need it? They gave the pilots just enough time to learn how to aim, not how to survive. But here's the thing. Despite the drama, Kaiten attacks didn't change the course of the war. Out of hundreds launched, only a few ships were actually sunk. Many torpedoes missed, malfunctioned, or got destroyed before reaching their target. So, Japan lost young men, for very little strategic gain. Even some pilots began questioning the whole glorious sacrifice idea when they saw the actual results. But in wartime Japan, saying no wasn't exactly an option. By 1945, with Japan on the brink of surrender, the Kaiten program faded into history, remembered as a desperate, tragic chapter where technology and human lives collided in the worst way possible. So next time you hear suicide torpedo, just remember, it wasn't just metal hitting ships, it was human beings turned into weapons of last resort.